Johnny Depp now starts doing the healthy things, a journey towards healing and the renewal. For the decades, Johnny Depp has lived a life larger than the most cloud imagine. From his early rise in the 21 Jump Street to becoming the Captain Jack Sparrow in the Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, he has not only defined the cinematic eras but also carried a rock star aura of the screen off screen. But beneath the fame, wealth, and the acclaim, Depp's personal life has often been marred by the controversy, health struggles, and the legal battles and emotional turmoil. Now, however, the man who has once embodied the rebellious spirit of the Hollywoods is choosing a different path, healthy healing, and the personal renewal. The world has grown accustomed to seeing Johnny Depp in the role of an enigmatic outsider, mysterious, unpredictable, and often self destructive. Yet, in the recent years, a remarkable transformation has begun to unfold. Johnny Depp is finally prioritizing his physical and the mental health, adopting the new habits, letting go of the toxic routines, and embracing the wellness with a sincerity that has inspired both fans and the skeptics alike. His journey is far from over, but the changes already speaks the volumes about the resilience of the human spirit. The wake up call. Every transformation begins with a wake up call, and for the Depp, it was just one moment, but the series of the events that made him reevaluate his lifestyle. His highly publicized legal battles drained his energy. His relationship often ended in the turmoil, and his health visibly declined. Fans noticed his frail appearances during the concerts with this band Hollywood Vampires in the 2018 and the 2019. Rumors about his well-being spiraled, and photos circulated online showing his looking tired, worn out, and far older than his age. For someone who had long thrived on the energy of the excess long nights, alcohol, cigarettes, and the relentless work, his body began to show the cost of the years of the neglect. At 60, Depp realized he could not continue down the some the same path without paying a price far greater than the fame or the fortune could balance. The wake up call was not only the physical but emotional. Friends close to him revealed that Depp had grown tired of living a cycle in the choice. He wanted peace, longevity, and perhaps most importantly, control over own narrative. The decision to change came slowly, but once he embraced it, there was no turning back. Small steps toward the big changes. Depth transformation did not happen overnight. Instead, it was built on the small but the meaningful steps. Each one can act as a redefine against the unhealthy patterns and that had once defined him, quieting the excessive drinking. One of the Depp's most important changes has been the cutting back of alcohol. Knowing for his love of wine, Depp was not once reported to spend the thousands of the dollars a month on the rare bottles. Alcohol had become a constant companion, but it also drained his healthy energy and focus. Today, Depp has shifted towards the moderation, trading endless glasses of the wine for the hydration and more mindful drinking habits. Reducing cigarettes, Depp's long relationship with the cigarettes is no secret. But in his new healthy journey, he has taken the serious steps to reduce his smoking. Sources close to him say he is using the alternate like the nicotine patches and the herbal substitutes, gradually decreasing his dependencies. The actor, who had lived once in the irregular meals and the indulgent food, has embraced the nutrition. His diet now includes more lean proteins, fresh vegetables, and the whole foods with the conscious effort of cut back on the processed items. He reportedly enjoys cooking for himself, experimenting with the Mediterranean style and meals rich in the olive oil, fish, and the vegetables. Exercise is another key part of the depth health revival. While he may not be at a gym rate, but he has incorporated the more physical activities into his routine. Long walks, light workout, yoga, and even dancing have helped him regain the mobility, balance, and the strength. Fans have noticed that the fresher glow on his recent appearances, and it is in the no coincidental that his renewed energy system from the staying active prioritizing sleep during the highest of his career. Depp was notorious for the late nights, often working or the partying until dawn. Sleep was sacrificed for the work and excess, leaving him constantly drained. These days, he has placed a greater emphasis on the proper rest. He maintains a more regular sleep schedule, knowing that recovery and the mental clarity come from the quality rest. Mental and the emotional wellness. Physical health is not only the half journey of Depp has also turned into the attention in the mental and the emotional well-being. After the years of the turbulence, the actor in the striving to find in his inner peace and the stability. Depp has reportedly embraced the mindfulness techniques such as the meditation and breathing exercises to manage the stress and the anxiety. These practices allow him to stay the grounded and present, especially as the navigates public scrutiny. A lifelong painter and the musician, Depp uses the creativity as an outlet for his emotions. He spent the hours in the painting private studio, often creating the priorities and the portraits of the friends, legends, and the inspirations. His art has become the therapeutic space and where can heal and express himself freely. Performing with the Hollywood vampires is no longer just about the rock and roll lifestyle, but about the possession and the joy. Music provides him with a sense of the community and belonging, giving a healthier connection to the world around him. Perhaps the most difficult yet crucial changes has been the choice of the step away from the toxic environment and the individuals. Depp has become the more selective about the company he keeps, surrounding himself with the supportive friends and the collaborators and the families. Reconnecting with the family. For Depp, family has ever been the heart of his existence, particularly his children, Lily Rose and the Jack. His commitment to becoming the healthier is also the commitment to bring the present for them. He wants to live not only for himself but for the people who loves the most. Lily Rose in the interviews has spoken about the depth for the bond for her bond with the father. His choice to take care of himself is as much about setting an example for his children as it is about healing his own life. Depp once consumed with a whirlwind of fame and personal demons, who seems intent on leaving behind a legacy of the resilience, not the ruin. Public reaction to the new journey of the Johnny Depp. The public, long fascinated by the Depp's eccentricity and the troubled past, has greeted his transformation with the curiosity and admiration. Fans have celebrated photos for him looking healthier and smiling more often and carrying himself with a renewed confidence. His supporters who stood by him through the controversies now feel vindicated as they witness his healing. Critics too have noticed that the change where and who once saw the fading star weight lost down by the excesses, they now see the man who is actively rewriting his story. Hollywood ever watches has also taken the notice, with the producers recognizing that a healthier depth is not only better performer but also the more reliable collaborator. The larger meaning of the Depp's holy journey. Johnny Depp's choice to embrace the health is more than just a personal decision, it is a universal reminder. No matter how far something has strayed for the balance, change is always possible. Depp's story is underscores a truth often overlooked in a celebrity culture. Behind the headlines and the red carpets, stars are the human beings and grappling with the same struggles as anyone else. His transformation demonstrates that it's never too late to change. At 60, Depp proves that age is no barrier to renew a beginning. Small steps matter, From the diet changes to the mindfulness, consistent efforts create the lasting results. True wellness comes from the nurturing both the body and the mind. Support is essential. Surrounding oneself with the positive influences make the changes sustainable. Looking ahead, a bright future. Johnny Depp's health journey is ongoing, but it is already reshaped and the trajectory of his life and the career. With the renewed energy, he has returned to his big screen, taking roles that align with his artistic vision rather than the demands of the industry. His work in the Janu Dewberry reminded the audiences of his undeniable talent, while whispers of the new project suggest that the healthier Depp is ready to conquer the silver screen once again. More importantly, Depp's future is no longer defined solely by his work. He is focused on living well, cherishing and his relationship and finding peace within himself. If the past decade was storm, then the present marks the calm that comes after a space where healing and the growth can flourish. Concludely, we can say that Johnny Depp's journey toward health is not just a personal triumph, but a deeply human story of the resilience, reinvention, and the hope. Once trapped in the cycles of the excess and the turmoil, he is now craving out a life of the balance, vitality, and the purpose. By embracing healthier habits, prioritizing his well being, and choosing peace over chaos, Depth shows that the transformation is possible even for those who once seemed destined to self destruct. In the end, Johnny Depp's greatest role may not be the Captain Jack Sparrow or the adverse user hand, but rather than the role he plays in his life. Man who can choose a heel to change and to live fully, and is doing so offers in the inspiration just not to his fans but to anyone who has never and ever struggled and longed for the fresh start. So guys, if you find this video as entertaining and interesting, then you have to like the video and also have to subscribe the channel. I wish you best of luck.